speaking of Matt,
Yeah.
he was seen out with the hottie.
Okay.
Okay.
NBA players become celebrities, especially if they're valuable to their teams. Many prefer dating fellow celebrities. Today, we'll discuss NBA players who fell in love with female celebrities. Now, let's start with Michael Jordan, the basketball legend. He married Cuban-American supermodel Yvette Prieto in 2011. They met in 2008 at a nightclub, started living together a year later, and in 2011, MJ proposed. Their wedding, attended by top names in entertainment and sports, cost $10 million. Michael Jordan and Yvette Prieto exchanged their vows at the Episcopal Church of Bethesda by the Sea in Palm Beach, Florida. The couple now has twin daughters named Isabel and Victoria. While this was Yvette's first marriage, Michael had previously been married to Juanita Vanoy from 1989 to 2006, moving on to Carmelo Anthony and Lala Vasquez. They've been together for years and got married in 2010. They have a son named Keon. However, their relationship faced challenges, including instances of infidelity by Carmelo. Despite a brief separation in 2017 and more cheating allegations, they managed to reconcile. Recently, there were rumors of a split when Lala was seen with Aquaman star Yaya Abdul-Mateen too. Lala denied the rumors, stating they were working to reignite the spark in their marriage. Now, let's talk about the former NBA couple Matt Barnes and Gloria Goffin. They were deeply in love at one point, having met when Gloria was 12 years old. After reconnecting years later, they got married in 2013. However, the relationship ended after 2 years, with Matt gaining custody of their twin boys, Carter and Isaiah. Gloria is now happy with another NBA veteran, Derek Fisher. Now, moving on to Amer Stoudemire and Sierra. Before Sierra found comfort with Russell Wilson, she was involved with former Knicks forward Amer Stoudemire. Initially, their relationship seemed like a fairy tale, with them enjoying each other's company at exclusive parties. However, things took a turn when Amer cheated on Sierra with his ex, who later became his wife. Some might say Sierra ended up in a better situation with Russell Wilson. Next on the list is Sasha Vujicic and Maria Sharapova. It's a sports heaven match as an NBA player is dating a world-renowned tennis player. They met at a friend's barbecue party in 2009. Got engaged a year later, but unfortunately, their engagement was called off 2 years afterward due to their demanding careers. But not all NBA player relationships end unhappily. Look at Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union as an example. After experiencing failed first marriages, Dwayne and Gabrielle found each other while co-hosting the Super Bowl in 2007. It's worth noting that, at the time, Dwayne Wade was still married to Siobhan Funches. Rumors circulated in 2009 about Wade and Union dating, and a year later, they made their debut as a couple, just a month after Wade's divorce from Funches was finalized. In early 2013, they briefly went their separate ways to focus on their careers, but reconciled. The couple tied the knot a year later and had a honeymoon adventure in the Maldives. The Wades are still going strong, and they welcomed their latest child, Kavia James. Moving on to Nick Young and Iggy Azalea. Nick Young and Iggy Azalea got engaged in 2015, just in time for Nick's 30th birthday. On the day of the proposal, Young gave Azalea an impressive 8-carat fancy, intense yellow center stone, featuring 2.28 carats of white diamonds set on 18-carat white gold. However, in 2016, Iggy announced the postponement of their wedding, and eventually, they officially called it off. This decision came after Nick Young admitted to cheating on Iggy, and the news was leaked via a videotape by his Lakers teammate, D'Angelo Russell. Now, let's shift to Kevin Love and Kate Bach. The Cleveland Cavaliers player and the Canadian model have been together for a solid 4 years. Despite facing challenges, including an injury to Bach during an adventurous trip to Wyoming, they are still going strong. Moving on to Joakim Noah and Lays Riviera. The Clippers player and the Victoria's Secret supermodel had been dating for about a year when Noah proposed to Riviera at the Burning Man Festival in the northern Nevada desert. Next on the list is J.R. Smith and Rihanna. Rihanna, known for dating athletes, had a brief relationship with Knicks player J.R. Smith. Returning to J.R. Smith and Rihanna, their relationship in 2012 was short-lived and messy. Even after the breakup, both were seen accusing each other, adding more drama to the situation. Now, let's discuss Chris Webber and Tyra Banks. If you've ever wondered why Tyra Banks was sitting in the front row during old Sacramento Kings games in the early 2010s, it was because she was there supporting Chris Webber. The two were very close, and rumors spread about them getting engaged. Unfortunately, a cheating scandal involving some fans of Webber led to the downfall of their 2-year relationship. Shifting to David Lee and Caroline Wozniacki. Their love story contrasts with the tragic tale of Webber and Banks. The former NBA All-Star and the celebrity tennis champion had a successful relationship that culminated in a grand wedding. The intimate ceremony had about 120 guests, including prominent figures from the sports industry. Notably, Serena Williams was one of their bridesmaids, adding a touch of star power to their celebration. Describing David Lee and Caroline Wozniacki's wedding in Tuscany, "It was picture perfect, and the couple looked deeply in love. Now, let's delve into the story of Tony Parker and Eva Longoria. Despite years of beautiful companionship, their marriage ended in a bitter divorce. They were together for a total of 7 years, but Eva had to file for divorce after discovering hundreds of indecent messages on Tony Parker's phone. The messy situation was intensified as those messages were exchanged with Erin Berry, the wife of Tony's former teammate, Brent Berry. The scandal not only affected Parker and Longoria, but also contributed to the downfall of the Berry marriage. Despite the incident, Eva Longoria, known for her role in Desperate Housewives, remains a dedicated fan of the Spurs, even though Tony Parker is no longer with the team. Moving on to Marko Jeric and Adriana Lima, the Serbian basketball player and the Victoria's Secret angel had a whirlwind marriage that lasted for 5 years. They met at a 2006 party, got engaged 2 years later, and during their marriage, they welcomed 2 daughters, Valentina and Sienna. Going back to Marko Jeric and Adriana Lima, they exchanged vows on a romantic Valentine's Day ceremony in Wyoming in 2009. However, their marriage faced challenges, and months before their eventual split, Adriana posted cryptic hints on Instagram, indicating that things in her marriage were rocky. In one post, she wrote, quote of the day, "He offered her the world. She said she had her own." Now, let's discuss the unique saga of Kris Humphries and Kim Kardashian. Their relationship became iconic for its brevity, as Kim and Kris had a marriage that lasted only 72 hours before deciding to end it. The legal battle to finalize their divorce likely lasted longer than their actual relationship. Thus, 2011 will always be remembered as the year when Kim dated Humphries, married him, and divorced him, all in the same year. Shifting gears to Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian. Their romantic journey was a part of the ongoing attempts between NBA stars and the Kardashians to make relationships work. Khloe and Lamar, often referred to as the It Couple, met in 2009, and their connection led to a quick decision to get married within a month of their first encounter. Khloe and Tristan Thompson used to be a couple and have a daughter named True Thompson. However, Tristan reportedly cheated on Khloe during their 3-year relationship, even when she was pregnant. Kendall Jenner has been in relationships with 3 NBA superstars. First, she had an on and off relationship with Ben Simmons, and now they are reportedly living together. Then, there was Jordan Clarkson in 2016, and they were often seen together at events. After that, she briefly dated Blake Griffin, but they ended things on a not-so-friendly note, with Blake making hurtful comments about Kendall and her family at a roast hosted by Alec Baldwin. And that's the summary of the relationships mentioned in the video.